Hi everyone, it's Avalon Intuitive. Welcome to a new pick-a card. Today's topic is big secrets revealed about your soul path from the Akashic records. So we're going to try and bring through new information, helpful information for you about your soul's path, your journey, your current incarnation, hopefully things that you don't know, but hopefully information that will be tools for you to understand your life better and make the most of your life. So I hope whatever comes through will be interesting and helpful for you. Before we get into it, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my life coaching. You will also find that linked below in the comment section and description box. Let's get into it though. There are 4 groups to choose from as always. This is group 1 with a small blue lace agate. Group 2 has clear quartz. Group 3 has pink amethyst. And group 4 has small rose quartz. So those are the groups. Take as much time as you need to choose. You can pause the video here if you need more time. If you chose group 1, I will start with you. If you chose any of the others, just go down to the timestamps in the description box and click on the time that corresponds to your group. Hi group 1, if you chose the first stone, the small blue lace agate, let's get into your reading and see what new secrets, new information, revelations want to come through for you about your soul's path from the Akashic records. So we have the Death card and the Knight of Wands. Okay, can we have 2 more cards please? Messages from the Akashic records, the Wheel of Fortune. Can we have 1 more card from this deck please? What revelations, information want to come through for pile 1 from the Akashic records please? Messages for pile 1, information for pile 1 please from the Akashic records. Can we have 1 more card? Can we have 1 more card please? The Devil. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. What information wants to come through for pile 1 from the Akashic records please? Walk it off. Commitment coming. There's something you are meant to do, or it feels like there's something that you tried that didn't work out and that you gave up on, but you need to hear that you are meant to do this. This thing is somehow destined. It feels like there's something you may feel you failed at, or something that you tried that didn't work out, but you weren't meant to give up on it. It is meant to be something that is a part of your life, and specifically could be something that's meant to make you money. Can we have information for pile 1 please? Can we have 1 card from this deck? Oh. Let me sit with this for a second. Let me pull these down more so you can see. Constancy came out. You may feel as though you have made mistakes or failed at things, but if you try again, something is going to work out. Specifically, it is going to make you money. Somehow in your destiny, you're meant to be financially abundant. You're meant to take something to completion here. I do feel, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people in this group have a life path number 4. It is your destiny to build things, to create things, to commit to things and follow through and take things to completion. This is going to be part of what you're here to learn about, part of your mission. And if you do this and if you cultivate those traits, persistence, commitment, determination, you will do great things. Specifically, could even make quite a lot of money here. But I feel the challenge for you is cultivating willpower, is cultivating determination, and I feel you must be ruled a lot by the number 4. You may have this in the numerology of your name, in your life path number. And the challenge is you're being called to come up to that energy. I wouldn't be surprised if we've got people in this group who have master numbers. You owe it to yourself to achieve the things that you have set in mind. I don't know if people in this group have tried to do something on social media, tried to start a business, tried to generate a following on Instagram or TikTok, and I don't know if you either didn't put your all into it, didn't fully believe that it would work, and so you didn't put your all into it and you gave up on it or felt like it didn't work out. There's this message to try again because there's a potential for it to work out. But this time around, you need to commit to it. You need to put your all into it. You need to believe that it will work. I also feel that you're meant to have a good relationship with your mother here, or whoever gave birth to you. I don't know if there have been problems in your relationship with your mother, but something about if you can repair your relationship with your mother or heal or resolve the issues you may have with your mother, it will somehow help you to be more successful. Like, we all have issues with people we know. We all have things that irritate us or things about people that we don't like. But I feel whatever your relationship is with your mother and whatever problems or issues you may have had with her, if you can repair or heal these issues or mend them, it somehow will directly translate to you being more successful, specifically more successful financially. What other information is there for pile 1 from the Akashic records? Can we have more information revealed? Guidance, okay. The High Priestess. What other information wants to come through from the Akashic records for pile 1, please? Two of Pentacles. What other messages want to come through for pile 1, please, from the Akashic records? Four of Pentacles. Can we have one more card, please? Two more have come out. Let me move these over. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. And the Ten of Swords. I feel like another challenge or thing you're learning to master in this life is, I'm hearing make or break. It feels like you may have a tendency to be all or nothing, and I feel like a more moderate, steady pace is what you're learning to achieve in this life. It's one of your soul lessons or life lessons. Steady, slow and steady well, not necessarily slow, but steady progress. I don't know if you throw yourself into things and expect big results quickly, and then if it doesn't pan out that way, you tend to throw it all away. Learning not to throw things away or throw in the towel at the first hurdle is one thing that you're learning in this life. I feel like you may be quite hard on yourself and expect things to happen quickly. You may put too much in, like overdo it, overwork yourself, and then crash and burn. So you're learning here about balance. There's also something going on subconsciously or unconsciously with you, which is it's like there are two paths here. You're meant to have two things going on. There's like a dual life path here or something. I don't know if you're supposed to, in this life, I feel like you may be supposed to have a side income or a second income or a side business. Potentially could even be doing something that uses your intuition or uses your wisdom. You've incarnated with, like you're an old soul, you've incarnated with a lot of wisdom and knowledge from past lives. And there's some side thing, second path, that is meant to run parallel to a main path, specifically maybe something that you do for a living. And I feel like this could be some sort of business or a second stream of income that involves helping people, healing people even, somehow using these special abilities that you have incarnated with. You've incarnated with some sort of gift that you could use to turn into a second stream of income, specifically involving, I don't know if this is, could even be something like massage or healing massage, cupping, acupuncture even. And I feel like this is where the money will come from, the income. This is somehow part of your destiny, or it's like inevitable because you've incarnated with these talents, these wisdoms. You may have been a mystic. I feel like you've been a mystic in a past life and you've brought over some of those abilities into this life. I feel like your soul generally, regardless of what incarnation you're in, is very interested in helping and healing. Yes, okay, I feel like that's all that wants to come through. I think I will end your reading here, Pile 1. I hope you found this interesting and insightful, and I hope you enjoyed the revelations that came through. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my life coaching, that is also linked below in the comment section and description box. I will leave you here though, Pile 1. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the second stone, the clear quartz, let's get into your reading and see what revelations and new information want to come through about you and your life path from the Akashic records. Knight of Swords, Six of Cups. Okay, can we have a couple more cards from this deck? For Pile 2, please. Revelations, information about Pile 2, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. Revelations, information for Pile 2, please, from the Akashic records. Try again. faithfulness. And open this deck, please. Messages, information, revelations from the Akashic Records for our pile 2 people, please. Can we have one card from this deck? Can we have one card from this deck, please? Messages from the Akashic Records for our pile 2 people, please. Gezellig. I feel like you try really hard to belong. I feel like you try to say and do all the right things to establish or get closer to certain people. I feel like this could be, for many of you, your family, or a specific family member, or just friends, acquaintances. And it's like, I feel like you feel like no matter what you do, it's not enough. You never say the right thing. You never do the right thing. You can never get this belonging that you're seeking. But there is this message that you do have a soul family here. You may not have found them, but you have people that you are meant to connect to and that you will connect to who are your soul family. Your soul family may not be your family of origin, as in the family you were born into, or the people that you are around now. But you do have a soul family, even if you don't feel like you do right now. There's nothing wrong with you. You are enough. You just haven't found your people yet. They haven't come into your life, or you haven't crossed paths with them yet, but you will. Something is not about you. I don't know who this person is or who these people are that you try to belong to and do all the right things and say all the right things to get closer and to have their approval and to have their love. There's nothing. If you can't achieve this, it's not because you are not enough, or because you've done something wrong, or because you've said something wrong. It's not about you. I feel like there's some insight here for you that wants to come through about these people who you feel like, I just want them to accept me. I just want them to love me. I just want to belong to them, but I don't. So what is the insight that wants to come through about these people or this person, please, for pile 2? What is the deeper reason behind this, please? For pile 2, please. Can we have messages, revelations from the Akashic Records? Well, okay. The Empress wanted to come out in reverse, and so did the 5 of Cups. The Devil. Messages, revelations from the Akashic Records, please, for pile 2. That's too many. Can we have 2 more cards, please? Thank you. 2 of Cups. Can we have 1 more card, please? Thank you. The Emperor. You do have a soulmate, you do have love in your future, but I feel like if there's somebody specific you have been trying to get to love you, it's not that person. Someone here may just have not been particularly maternal. I don't know if this is your family of origin or a parent, but somebody here is kind of not maternal or not paternal, they may not know how to love you. They may not know how to connect to you. They may not know how to get close to you. So it's not about you, it's about them. You may be dealing with somebody here who has their own problems that they're dealing with, their own, with the devil here, life path, soul mission that is more, someone here is quite selfish or quite self-centered. And they're not capable of loving, or they're not capable of putting you first. I feel like someone here may have put a romantic relationship or other relationships ahead of you, because they may have a soul path or a soul mission that involves their soul evolving through romantic relationships rather than through being a parent. It's like you weren't meant to be parented in this life. For some reason you incarnated knowing and choosing a path that involved in your childhood not being loved and cared for in the way you needed to thrive. It's like you chose this because I think you wanted to learn about independence, or there may have been something karmic here with a parent, but it's like you weren't meant to be parented in this life. I feel like you may have been emotionally abandoned in some way. By a parent, and it feels like there may have been a karmic reason for this. But you will find belonging and love. You will have a loving relationship. I just feel your challenge is going to be learning how to identify someone who is good for you versus somebody who is going to hurt you. I feel like because of what happened in your childhood, you may not have learned how to recognize who is good for you. You may have been set up with a path that leads to more and more rejection, because I feel like you felt rejected by a parent or by your family in your upbringing. And I feel like this has set you up to experience more rejection, specifically in your love life, because I feel like it's normal to you to seek out people who are going to reject you, because it was normal for you to feel rejected in your upbringing. So your lesson is going to be learning how to recognize seeking out people who are going to love you back. Unfortunately, I feel like you may be drawn to people who can't love you because you had this in your upbringing. And it's like the lesson you're learning through this is about what love is. You're learning what love is in this life. Okay, That is what has come through for you, pile 2. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. You will also find the link to my life coaching below in the comment section and description box if you're interested. I will say goodbye to you here though, pile 2. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the third stone, the pink amethyst, let's get into your reading and see what new information wants to come through about your soul's journey from the Akashic records. So we have the 7 of Cups and the King of Wands heading the reading. Let's pull a couple more cards from this deck. What messages or information want to come through? What revelations are there for pile 3? 4 of Pentacles. Revelations, information for pile 3, please, from the Akashic records. Can we have one more card from this deck? Revelations, thank you. 2 of Wands. Let's pull some oracle cards. Revelations, information for pile 3 from the Akashic records, please. Revelations, information for pile 3 from the Akashic records, please. Meditate. Gift. You're meant to be the best at something in this life. You're meant to become a master of something in this life. Like a professional, you're meant to take a skill to the highest possible level. I feel like you're already really successful in this life, but I feel like there's another level that you want to take it to the next level, that you want to you want even more, you want something to be even better. Like, I feel like you're asking, okay, I've achieved this, but I want more. I want to be more. I want to achieve more. How do I do that? And I feel like the answer to the question you've been asking, the solution, the way you can break through the glass ceiling here and have more or be more, is to master a certain skill. It is to, this is the clue, this is the missing puzzle piece. Focus, you will get everything you want when you focus your energy away from getting what you want and onto being the best at something. Value, working on adding value to yourself. This is the missing puzzle piece. This is the answer to your question. There's also something, this life that you're in now is preparation for the life you're going to have after this one. There's an incarnation that you're going to have that's very important in the next incarnation. And there's going to be a rolling over or a continuation of what you do in this life into the next life. So this life is somehow preparing for something even more amazing in your next life. I feel like this life may actually be one of a series of incarnations you're having where you are exploring the same mission or exploring the same themes. I wouldn't be surprised if we've got people in this group who are life path number 5 or who are ruled by the number 5 in your name numerology or personality number. Let's pull some more cards, please. What new information or revelations want to come through for pile 10 of Pentacles. Revelations, information for pile 3 from the Akashic Records, please. Four of Cups. Can we have 3 more cards, please? Revelations, information for pile 3 from the Akashic Records, please. Ten of Wands in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Work smarter, not harder. Ace of Swords. There's like a diversion away from something. I feel like there's this success that you've achieved, there's this empire that you have built or will build, and then there's like a diversion away from it, or some sort of break you're meant to take from it to become a master. You're also going, I feel like you're going to have some sort of an epiphany in this incarnation, or some sort of spiritual breakthrough. You may have a vision, or become a visionary, or become some sort of a prophet in this incarnation. I feel very strongly like you are going to develop some sort of ability to connect to spirit, or to connect to your higher self. But there's this message that whatever you've been trying to reach the next level with, and I feel very, very strongly that it has to do with your career, or has to do with money, your achievements, take a break. Take a break and focus on philosophizing, answering deeper spiritual questions, self-exploration, upskilling. And then return to it, and everything will fall into place. You are meant to, at this time in your life, not be so focused on the material. You're meant to be more focused on the spiritual, on asking deeper questions about yourself and seeking answers. I feel very strongly like there's, you would benefit from some sort of a pilgrimage, or a trip, or a retreat that involves answering philosophical questions, upskilling, studying, this kind of thing. You are in a phase at the moment where you're focusing, or your attention is trying to be pulled away by your higher self from the material into the spiritual. Especially if you've hit a wall with something, like leave it as it is, stop trying temporarily, and instead focus your attention elsewhere. Like, your higher self is trying to get you to focus your attention elsewhere. And I feel like if you pay attention, you will notice that you've been receiving signs to do this, but you may have been resisting it. And if you surrender to this and allow your focus to be shifted elsewhere, everything will eventually fall into place. Your higher self is coming through very strong, saying take a break, divert away from what you've been pushing. Okay, that is what has come through for you, pile 3. I feel like that's all the messages that want to come through. I think I will end it here. I hope you found these messages insightful and helpful. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you will find my booking page linked below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also check out my life coaching, and if you're interested, you will also find that linked below in the comment section and description box. I will say goodbye to you here though, pile 3. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the 4th stone, the rose quartz, let's get into your reading and bring through some revelations, information about your soul's path from the Akashic records. So we have the Chariot, 5 of Wands. Okay, let's pull a few more cards, a couple more cards from this deck. Can we please have revelations, information about pile 4, the Magician. Can we have one more card from this deck, please? Messages, information, 9 of Cups. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards. Can we have one card from this deck, please? Revelations, open your heart. Can we have one card from this deck, please? Messages, revelations from the Akashic records for pile 4, please. Can we have one card from this deck, please? Child. Can we have one card from this deck, please? Messages, revelations for pile 4 from the Akashic records, please. Shadow. Okay. This is making me feel like you put a lot of work into yourself to... I feel like you have a defense mechanism that involves working very hard on yourself, on the image you present. And it's like a defense mechanism. It's like if I achieve a lot, if I'm perfect, if I am the best I can be, or the best at everything, then I'll be socially safe. But I almost feel like there's this message to soften a little bit and let people in. Messages, revelations from the Akashic records for pile 4, please. Can we have a few cards from this deck? Messages, revelations from the Akashic records for our pile 4 people, please. This one wanted to come out. We have the Tower. Messages, revelations. Yeah, it's like I feel like you have this feeling like if I can keep everything together, if I can be perfect, if I can look perfect, if I can be the best at what I do, if I can keep everything together, then nothing can hurt me, nothing can get through to me. And it's like it's your destiny to be softer. It is your destiny to let people in. It is your destiny to feel socially safe here. King of Wands. Like if I'm at the top, no one can reach me. And I feel like you are at the top. I feel like you are the best at whatever you do. I feel like whatever you do, you're the best at it. Like whatever you try, whatever you take on, I feel like whatever you touch turns to gold. I feel like you are very talented, and whatever you try, you are good at it and you are the best and you take it to the top. But I feel like there's this insight coming through that it's some sort of coming from a place of fear, because you're like, if I'm perfect, nothing can hurt me, nothing can reach me, nobody can get to me. Can we have messages, insights for pile 4, please? Revelations from the Akashic Records. Someone is going to enter your life who is going to completely like break you open. Like I feel like love or warmth has been maybe lacking from your life and your relationships with people, and I feel like that may have been more due to your upbringing and the way you were conditioned. Like there's this message coming through that you don't have to be the best to be loved. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. And maybe in your upbringing you were conditioned to feel like you only received love if you were a straight A student, if you were the best, if you looked amazing. But I feel like there's someone who's going to enter your life who's going to love you for reasons other than what you have achieved or what you're the best at. They're just going to love you. And I feel like this is part of your destiny with this King of Wands. This is someone with brown hair, brown eyes, very successful, and they're going to completely break you open or open your heart chakra here for the first time. And you're going to learn through this relationship that love is not about stuff. Love is not about I love you because you're the best. Love is about I just love you for you. You don't have to do anything special. I just love you for who you are inside. Okay, this one wants to come out. 3 of Pentacles. Can we have 1 or 2 more cards from this deck, please, for our pile 4 people? 2 more cards from this deck, please. The Page of Swords. There's someone who's going to enter your life who's going to show you a new way. I also feel like many people in this group, part of your soul's path is to have a child here with whoever this person is. Most likely will be a boy. Air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. 5 of Swords. I feel like there is a child you're going to have on your soul path, and this child is going to trigger in you a lot of the things that you experienced in your childhood, so that you can give this child the childhood you wish you had had. This child may be like a soulmate, maybe a teacher for you, some sort of a teacher here to teach you something. And I feel like it's a child you're going to have with this person who's going to enter your life and love you just for you. And for the first time, you're going to feel safe in a relationship, or emotionally safe. Like, I don't have to be amazing for this person to love me. They'll just love me unconditionally. So unconditional love is something you're learning about in this life, and it's something you're going to experience. But you are also going to have this child who is going to be a teacher for you, and they may remind you of yourself, or even be, this child could even be your twin flame in a way, where like the things they do, the things they say will remind you so much of yourself that it may trigger you. But there's something about this leading you down your soul's path as well, or to your soul's mission. Are there any other messages that want to come through for pile 4 about from the Akashic Records? Is there any advice or anything else that wants to come through? We have the 7 of Pentacles, the Tower. There's this insight, like, there's just this repeating message of you are not, remember that you are not what you do. You are not what you do for a living. You are not like just stuff, the stuff that you have achieved, the stuff that you have done. Chariot here. There's like a new way of living that wants to emerge for you, which is about not so much about productivity and what you have achieved, the Temperance, and more about living for experiences. There's a part of your soul that wants to experience living for the sake of valuing experiences, not so much working hard. Like, I feel like you're not supposed to just work. You're meant to also experience living and traveling and having fun. I don't know if you're a workaholic in this group. There's something that's going to emerge in your soul's path. It's about like being free, traveling, not just about working hard or being devoted to your work. And I do very much feel that in your future, you're going to find some way where you can live traveling, live freely, not have to work so hard. This is somehow part of your destiny. Okay, that is what has come through for you, Pile 4. I hope you found this interesting and helpful. If you would like to book a private reading with me so I can look into this or maybe something else, you can find the link to my booking page below in the comment section and description box. Feel free to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And remember to hit the notification bell when you subscribe so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, if you're interested in my life coaching, you will also find that linked below in the comment section and description box. I will say goodbye to you here though, Pile 4. Take care and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.